A music star who is not Christian faces criticism for making up details regarding her son's disabilities. Although there have been persistent claims that Christian Jr. has a disability, Christian has always insisted that fans are exaggerating and that he is perfectly normal. But now, not only are there signs that Jr. might need medical help, but it seems Christian has known for some time that he might need it and has deliberately refused to seek him help. Not only that, but she has been going to lengths to hide the proof of his condition, so it seems like her game is done. It may sound ironic, but several insiders have now confirmed that Blueface was the first to suggest that she would do whatever it took to hide the truth. Let's dissect this scenario because it will be challenging. Blueface embarked on a long tirade on Twitter within months of the baby's birth, accusing Christian of any wrongdoing with Jr. He wrote, "On the way to the hospital, I smoked a blunt. Smoking was a problem for B prior to labor. When you were born, you smoked. Do you not think I can actually acquire the child? I don't intend to kidnap the baby, but I'll act appropriately if you don't show the proper signals." He further said, "My son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit during her entire pregnancy, making it impossible for her to take even a month off." Then he tweeted a picture of Junior's privates and said, "This is what my son D looks like, and she worried about me and Lil Baby like, B, get our son C right, then do whatever you want." He continued by claiming that her smoking and drinking had also caused his son to develop a hernia. He charged that Christian was living in denial and was not receiving the surgery for the hernia repair. "This girl keeps talking endlessly," he wrote, "but I tried to do the right thing and keep it private. Go away, you darling. She is a terrible mom. She is unfit, yes." For convenience, she has been delaying the procedure and skipping the appointment. He revealed that Christian had engaged in nose candy. "I went to Baltimore thinking it was surgery, but they were talking about how she missed the appointment," he said. "Baby has yet to have his hernia operated on, and she is lying about being well before finding another writer," he said. "Get me off of her live stream. Please tag her in all of her posts, pages, and any relevant content." And Blueface would be the responsible parent in this situation, which is absurd. Given what we know about Christian, we may assume that she drank heavily during her pregnancy. There were also speculations that Junior had fetal alcohol syndrome, a disorder that occurs when a pregnant woman consumes alcohol during pregnancy. She added, "Blue is aware that his surgeon has already scheduled an appointment. Do not lie now." While sitting here, "I have been attending all of Blueface's checkups in Baltimore, and now you want to take away my child by playing that card, even though I know I'm trying my hardest. I'll be happy when they remove your silly self for that brief instance."
I woke up today knowing I don't want a child no more. I don't want no kid no more. I don't think I want to be a Blueface girlfriend.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at? Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
Drink it, no liquor.
Yes, I can. I can the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
The fact that Junior didn't cry like other newborns, and that a respirator machine was visible in one of her pictures, shocked fans, to put it mildly. The fact that Junior was regularly seen staring out into the distance without shifting his eyes or making an effort to grasp objects, something that other babies his age usually accomplish well, led them to wonder if he might have vision issues. Kron persisted in living in denial, claiming that her baby was well and healthy, but even her behavior showed that she was lying about his condition. Fans soon realized that, in reality, he was pushed up to rest against her leg rather than standing, alone, despite her September images of him appearing to be upright. Fans also found out that she regularly altered the photos to make him look more normal. Because she was in denial, she was also accused of deliberately not asking Junior for help. Carissa, Blueface's mother, discussed her first meeting with Junior Live on Instagram, stating that she felt something wasn't right immediately.
Talking, walking, playing football. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with? What he found? Y'all don't know nothing about God. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child. To be honest. But I like this, bro.
Additionally, she asserted that Junior's condition was caused by Cronin's behavior. The interview is now. As one could expect, Cone would try to aid him. Not precisely, as she is in denial, as I mentioned. According to Janet, a friend of hers, she attempted to ask Junior for assistance, but Cashin turned her down.
Saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this world. But that's okay. That was my first time seeing him. I never seen him whoop before. I never seen what they saw. I literally thought this whole time that maybe people's fans was doing something to the pictures or, making it not. I didn't believe it the whole time. I just was like, nah, John said there was a couple things going on, but he didn't say it was that.
But that isn't the whole story. Regarding Junior's health, Cash and her best friend Marsh also had a falling out when Cone was incarcerated. Upon discovering that Marsh was attempting to have Junior examined while she was caring for the infant, Chrisean became furious. Marsh stated, "I got it because when she called from jail, I told her I couldn't keep Junior, and she kept promising me all this money and stuff, but days were going by and nothing was happening," according to the leaked text they exchanged. "It was my Cash App. Junior was carrying only his clothes. He had no blanket, car seat, shoes, bottles, or anything else. But I still have a child to look after, so I bought as much as I could. That was challenging. A true friend, in my opinion, would have protected me, particularly because when I asked my sister to watch her baby so I could take some clients to make some cash for rent, she threatened to send him to the hospital because he kept spitting up. When I told Chrissy over the phone, she went nuts, so I had Smiley come grab him. Crone apparently wanted to hide her son's illness, even going so far as to set up picture shoots to make it appear as though Junior was okay, so she could continue to appear in front of her followers. Marsh asserted that she used to be the first person to view any post made on Reddit or Crow, and that she used to regularly visit those sites. It is possible to hear the Reddit notifications if you listen to her life. Reddit threads with comments like, "They say he can't walk and he can't hold himself up," would be displayed to me as she was applying her eyelashes. A photo of him using his walker will be uploaded later. In other words, Chrissy, he can't though. She went on to explain, "I've got to make them think he can. Otherwise, they're going to be saying he messed up because I was drinking. Yet I didn't even consume that much alcohol. She is ill, dude, and to show how incredibly naive she is still denying him the care he seeks." Not long ago, she attended an event with Junior, who was almost 2 years old and still had trouble keeping his head up. Instead of taking accountability or making an effort to assist him, supporters have charged her with, "This is really depressing. There are actual girls who can assist your son, Cronin." I have a serious question. Why is Cron not facing criminal charges for the harm she inflicted on her unborn child? The baby is in here, but I'm not attempting to drag it because that's crazy. Isn't that against the law? Instead of accepting responsibility for her acts, fans responded by criticizing Cone for pretending to be spiritual. And bonuses. Social services were told about Fish's 20-month-old infant, who is incapable of speaking, walking, or holding his head up. But the mother refused to accept help and medical attention. Overall, the situation is terrible, yet you folks drop your... Leave a comment with your thoughts, and remember to check back for the next video. He went above and beyond to try to get her to terminate the pregnancy. Blueface went crazy after Khan refused. Using Twitter, he brazenly said that he had no intention of ever paying child support and that he did not want the child. The fact that he would have very little responsibility for the child seemed to be something he wanted to make clear. He stated, "You had better make the brace right because she is forcing it on me and still has time to get rid of it. She is attempting to ensnare me. Avoid her." He continued to deny fatherhood even after the baby was born. "I doubt that's my child, and if you're a father in Los Angeles and the child's claimant is in Bamor, why would you have a child there? I don't think they're that different. What else do you suppose he said?" There's obviously more. Supporters saw that Crescent Jr. was not meeting the normal developmental milestones as he grew older. There were rumors that he was disabled, and Blueface was quick to jump on the bandwagon. Junior's issues, he claimed, were brought on by Croc's actions throughout her pregnancy. She smoked a blunt on the way to the hospital, he wrote in a tweet, expressing her smoking habit. She was planning to perform live. Are you smoking before giving birth? You've got to deliver by smoking. I'm not sure I can acquire the... Even if I don't really plan on taking the baby, I'll do what's best if you don't give me the right cues. He said, my son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off. The baby had a hernia, he revealed, and mom was, for some reason, putting off having it repaired. This is what my son D looks like. He captioned a completely lewd picture of Junior's privates. Because she was worried about me, she said things like, B, get your son C right now, then do what you want. Blueface made things worse by tweeting, it's my son, I'll post his D. Who's gonna tell me not to bobble up or shut up? In his own declared during a protracted outburst on Twitter that baby still hasn't had the surgery for his hernia. His tweet, I tried to do the right thing to keep it private, but this girl keeps going on, was another attempt to expose Christian's nose candy. Go away, you're a crack. She's lying on this site about being stable and healthy while talking about me and my seat, fixing our son's seat first, and then finding someone else to ride with. You may cease being the center of her exes.
Drank and smoked while they were pregnant. That's why they're so angry. But who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at them. It did just not. That's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you didn't. Then y'all wanna hop on here because I'm talking about my grandbaby. No, I'm talking about the
Why didn't you convince her to help Junior? I did. My cousin is a specialist. Like, I did the best I could. My cousin works with autistic children. She works one-on-one with all kinds of children. No matter if you're autistic, if you're not, if you're regular children, like, we offer the help as much as we can. Like, my cousin is literally has her BA in all of this. It's like when people are in denial of stuff, it's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality.